In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a KPI card visual like this in Power BI. I'm showing sales, also showing the sales growth that is 67.7% from the previous month. Then we are breaking down the sales and showing the heat map of the sales in calendar format. So let me show you how to do this in Power BI quickly. So here we have a sales data which has date, product and profit and sales. And then we have this date table and then we have some measures derived from sales. So if I show you the measures, we have the sales measure, which is sum of sales. And then we have the last month sales, which is showing the last month sales using date add function. As we are showing the last month sales in this format versus 33,000 last month. So this is the format. And then we have the sales growth measure, which is nothing but the percentage increase or decrease from the previous month. And then we have two conditional formatting measures for text color and BG color. So it just says if the percentage is greater than 0, then green, red, or else gray. And this BG color is similar to the text color, just it has some light colors. So if the percentage is greater than 0, it will show the light green. And if it is less than 0, then it will show light red, else it will show the light gray color. So we have these measures. Let me quickly show you how to create this kind of KPI design. So first of all, let's go to insert and then add a rectangle shape. Let's open the format pane from here and let's go to the shape style. In the shape style, let's add this rounded corners as 10 pixels. And in the fill, we can make it white. In the border, we can make it light gray, like 20% dark. And in the shadow, we can just enable the shadow and make this color light gray. Choose the similar 20% darker color. And then we have the background ready. Next, let's add a card visual. So in this card visual, I'm gonna add the sales measures from here. So the sales, and let's remove the border and background color. So for that, let's go to size and style. In the size and style, let's turn off the background. Let's go to the cards, and in the cards, let's turn off the border, turn off the divider, and turn off the background. So we have this. Let's go to the call out value, and in the call out value we can choose the font color as Sejo UI semi bold, and in the value font we can choose as 30 or 35, whichever is looking good. And we can go to the label and we can make it 14 or 15. Next, we are going to add a reference label. So let's go to this reference labels in the end, and in the reference labels, we have this add label section. So let's click on this add label and let's choose the last month sales from this key measures. So we have this, it's showing last month sales versus this. We just want this versus 33,000 last month. So we can turn off the title from here and it will disappear. Next, let's go to this reference label layout to turn off the background. So from here, we can go down and turn off the background. Now we have this KPI card ready. We can add it here. We are showing this sales versus previous month. Next, we want to show the growth. What is the percentage of growth? For that, we can add a shape again. So let's go to insert shape and choose this rectangle shape again. Let's go to the shape and style, and in the shape and style we can see this fill option. We can choose the FX from here. We want to choose the field value from the format style and you choose a BG measure that we have created. So this BG color seals, which is having the light colors. So let's add this. It's showing light green, means the growth is positive. Next, our border we can turn off and we can turn on the text, and in the FX we can add the sales growth. So let's search for sales growth and we can select this and click on OK. So we have the sales growth value here. We can increase it slightly like 11 or 12, and then we can choose this font color. Currently it's white so that it's not visible. Now we can click on FX and choose the format style as field value and choose the text color measure, which is the dark green and dark red. So click on OK and you will see this dark green. So we have this and we can make it slightly smaller and put it here. Next, what we can show is we're going to show the breakdown of the sales by calendar month. So we're going to choose this matrix, and in this matrix, I'm going to use the sales measure first of all. So let's add the sales and we're going to break it down by the day, which is just the day name. So we're going to add this in the columns of the matrix. So it's breaking down the sales by days. Now to convert this in a calendar format, we're going to add this week column in the rows. So this shows in the calendar format. This is showing the weeks of the year. So for this August 2024, this is 31st week, 32 week. So it shows a week. So this value, it's just like a calendar. So we are going to show the heat map only. For that, let's do some formatting. So start from size and style. And here we are going to turn off the background first. Let's go to the grid. Make sure the horizontal and vertical grid lines are off. Next, in the border, we can choose the color as white. Next, we can increase the padding slightly to 3 or 4. This is fine. Let's make it 3 maybe. So this is fine. Next, go to values, and in the values we can make the values smaller. Let's say 8, so that it is shorter and we can fit in this KPI in this smaller size. Next, in the alternate background we can make it as white. So this is values, and in the values we can turn off the text wrap and go to the column headers. In the column headers we have header alignment, make it center aligned, and the text wrap as well we can turn off. Now what we can do is, we don't need these total values, so just turn off the column subtotal and row subtotal. Next, we don't want this week column as well, so we'll just hide it like this. So after hiding it, the rows have become bigger. So for that, we can just search the text wrap and just disable the text wrap everywhere. The values we have already disabled. The column headers also we have disabled. In the row headers, now we'll have to disable. So let's click on this and it will just disable the text wrap. So we have created something like this. Now we are gonna turn this to a heat map. So how to do this? So we have this value section, just right click here and we can see the conditional formatting. Just apply to the background color, and this is fine. We will use gradient. This highest color is fine. We can choose any other color as per your requirement. In the lowest value, I'm gonna choose the white color and click on OK. This is for the background, and similarly we are going to right click again on the cells and choose the conditional formatting for the font colors and do the same thing. Just make the lowest value as white and we are done. Let's click on OK. Now we can't see the values, we just see the heat map. Now we're going to put it somewhere here. So let's adjust the size of this background, make it something like this, and we can put it here. So this is fine. Now we have this KPI, we have this breakdown of sales by the calendar heat map. Next, we don't want the user to just click on anything and it will make no sense. For that, we want to add an overlay shape on the whole KPI. So we don't need the tooltip as well. So for that, we can add another shape, and in the shape, we can go to the shape and style and turn off the fill and turn off the border. Now we can just overlap this like this to the whole KPI, and we have this. Now what we can do is, we can just select everything and type Ctrl G to group it, and we have our KPI which can be duplicated, and we cannot click it anywhere so that it will not filter and just show the heat map. So this is shows the August month sales, and we have like 67% in sales growth, and in the first week only we have got most of the sales. If we see for September, it shows the decrease. The sales has decreased 2.5%, and you can see the most of the sales are happening in the last 2 weeks. If you need my help and want to connect one-on-one with me, you can book a call on Topmate. And if you want to buy Power BI reports along with dataset and BRD document, you can check out the products I have here. I have provided the links in the description. See you there. These are the books that I highly recommend buying that can take your Power BI skills to the next level. These 3 books can cover almost all the aspects of Power BI, from DAX to Power Query to the overall Power BI dashboarding. You can find the link of these books in the description. Check them out if you want to level up faster. So this is how we can create these kind of KPIs in Power BI. I hope you liked this video and have learned something new from this video. If you learned something new from this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel. Till then, goodbye and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.